first of prophets among all gods. Here, Phoebus Apollo occupies the throne. When he arrived here to make his home on Parnassus heights, the people lined his way to cover him with praise. Zeus then inspired Apollo with prophetic skills and set him on the throne. Here, Apollo speaks for Zeus, his father. My prayers begin with preludes to this god.
Hear us, Apollo, golden-tressed Phoebus, son of Zeus the Magnificent, who, on the twin peak of this rock of Parnassus, escorted by illustrious maidens of Delphi, traversed the prophetic pinnacle. All the hosts of poets, dwellers in Attica, sing your glory, Apollo, famed lyre player, son of great Zeus. Beside this snow-crowned peak, O you who reveal to all mortals the eternal and infallible oracles.
I take my seat now on the prophet's throne. May I be fortunate above the rest to see much further than previous attempts. If any Greeks be in attendance here, let them draw lots, each in turn, as is our custom. I will prophesy, following directions from the god Apollo. Horrors! Horrors for my eyes to see!
What is it you have seen?
Too dreadful to say. It drives me back out of Apollo's shrine, so that my strength is drained. I cannot stand. My legs just buckle under me, gripped by fear. No more.
Tell us what you have seen.
As I was entering the inner shrine, the part covered with wreaths, I saw him on the central navel stone, a man the gods despise, sitting in the seat reserved for suppliants, hands dripping blood. He had drawn his sword, but held an olive branch. It was crowned with a large tuft of wool, a shining fleece, a mark of reverence. I saw all that distinctly.
Tell us more.
But then I saw, in a ring around the man, an amazing company. Women, sleeping, nestling around the benches. Women, no, groups of monstrous creatures they are, black and so repulsive. Their heavy, rasping breathing makes me cringe. Their eyes ooze a sickening discharge. Their attire is not fit to bring before statues of gods, nor in the homes of men. I have never seen a tribe which would produce this company. A country that would admit with pride that they had raised them without paying a price, without regretting all the pain they caused. Where does this end? That is Apollo's work. Let that be his concern. His force is strong. What he reveals has healing power. He reads the omens and can purify the home, his own and other men's.
Lord Apollo, hear my suppliant plea.
Orestes! I will not abandon you. No, I shall stand beside you, your protector till the end. Close at hand or far away. I will show no gentleness toward your enemies. Just now, lying here, see these frenzied creatures, overcome with sleep. These ancient children, loathsome beings. whom no god, or man, or beast ever mingles. They were born for evil. That is why they live within the blackest gloom of Tartarus, under the earth. Creatures hateful to both Olympian gods and man. But you, Orestes, do not give up. You must keep racing on and never yield. Deep in the endless heartland, they will drive you, feet pounding the earth forever. On, over seas and cities swept by tides. But do not grow weary, brooding on your pain. And then, when you have reached Athena's city, kneel and embrace her image. And there, with judges of your case and speeches of persuasive charm, we shall find means to release you completely from your labors. For I was the one who persuaded you to kill your mother.
My lord Apollo, you have no knowledge how to be unjust. That being the case, now learn compassion too. None can mistrust your power to do good.
Remember this, Orestes. Do not let fear defeat you by conquering your spirit.
Hermes!
My own blood brother, born of the same father, protect this man. True to your name, be his guide. Since he is my suppliant, lead him as if you were his shepherd.
O Lord Apollo, I hear your command and will obey. Our Father, the all-powerful Zeus, respects the rights of an outcast. I will be his guide, shepherding the suppliant of yours as he is sped on towards mortals with the fortune of a good escort.
You furies! How can you sleep? Awake! Awake! What use are sleepers now? On account of you, I alone among the dead lack honor. The ghosts of those I killed revile me. I wander in disgrace. I feel the guilt, I tell you. Withering guilt from the outraged dead. They charge me with the most horrific crimes. But I too suffered cruelty from those most dear to me. And yet, although I died at the hands of one who killed his mother, my own son, no spirit is enraged on my behalf. Look here. You see these slashes on my heart? How did they get there? Oh, how you furies have lapped up my offerings, soothing milk and honey without wine. Now I see all that being trampled underfoot. Orestes has gone, eluded you. He springs free like a fawn. He has jumped the center of your nets with ease, mocking your efforts as he rushes away. So hear me. I am pleading for my life. So rouse yourselves, you furies from the underground. Ugh. Will you dream on? I call. Clytemnestra now summons you! Well, may you moan, but the man has escaped. He has fled far away. The Olympian friends he has are stronger than my own. You sleep on there so heavily, with no sense of my distress. Orestes, the man who killed his own mother, has run off.
work has fate assigned you, if not causing pain. Sleep and hard work, two strong conspirators, have made these fearsome dragons impotent, draining all their rage.
Seize them! Seize them! Seize them! Seize them!
You hunt your prey, but only in your dreams, whimpering like hounds who never lose their keenness for the hunt. But you do not act! Get up! Do not yield to exhaustion. Sleep makes you soft, yet you overlook my pain. Let my reproaches justly prick your hearts and prod you like spurs. Blow your blood-filled breath over Orestes. Let those fires from your guts shrivel him. Go on, waste him, burn him out.
Wake up! I rouse you, you rouse her!
Still sleeping? Stand up!
Wipe that sleep out of your eyes! Let us chant our prelude. That should take effect.
No, no, no! The duel's wrong, dear sisters!
Our cord has slipped our nets. Orestes is gone. When sleep came over us, we lost our prey.
Disgraceful! Hermes has stolen the matricide away! Hermes, you may be a god, but you are a thief! You've stolen away a man who's killed his mother! Who can say there's justice in that?
Young god, you've ridden down the powers, proud with age, and have trampled on more ancient spirits.
Although he is a prophet, Apollo has stained his sanctuary, polluted his own shrine, at his own bidding. He showed that suppliant respect, a godless man who tears his mother's heart.
Against the laws of the gods, Apollo has honored human things and set aside decrees of fate established long ago.
Though Apollo inflicts his pain on me, he will never free that man. Let Orestes flee underground. He will find no liberty below.
Out! I order you! Out of these halls! Fast! Leave my prophet's sanctuary! Go now, or else you will feel my arrows bite! Glittering winged snakes, shot from golden string! Then your agonies will make you choke, and spit black froth, and vomit up the clotted blood, which you have drunk from mortals. This shrine is no place for you. No! You fears belong where heads are sliced away, eyes gouged out, where justice equals slaughter. That is the feast you love. You hear me? That is why the gods detest you. Creatures like you should live in the den of a blood-drinking lion, and not inflict pollution on all near you in this shrine. Be gone, you goats without a herdsman, you flock that the gods despise.
Lord Apollo, listen to what we say. It is our turn to speak. You are known your accomplice in this crime. You did it all yourself. You alone bear the guilt.
What does that mean? Enlarge on that.
You directed that stranger, Orestes, to kill his mother.
I commanded him to avenge his father. What of it?
Then, afterwards, you supported him. You helped a man who had just committed matricide.
Yes, I ordered him back here, to my house, for purging, to expiate his crime.
Then why insult us, the ones who chased him here?
You are not fit to approach this house.
We have been assigned to do this.
Assigned? Proclaim your fine authority.
We chase out of
Clytemnestra did her husband Agamemnon.
That would not be murder of a relative by blood.
What? Why, you disgrace the bonds of Zeus and Hera, queen of brides. You ignored the strongest marital bonds between them. With man and woman, a marriage sealed by fate is stronger than any oath, and justice guards it. Now, if one partner kills the other one, and you are not interested in punishment, if you feel no urge to act, then I say your manhunt of Orestes is unjust. Some things stir your rage, others, atrocious crimes, lull your will to act. However, Goddess Athena will take charge and oversee the pleadings in this case.
But that fugitive! I will never let that man go free!
Hound him then, and multiply your pains.
Do not try to curb my powers with your logic!
Your powers? Those I would not take, not even as a gift.
Of course not. You are already great. By all accounts, throned on high with Zeus. But blood of the mother draws me on. I will chase this man with justice of my own. I scent the trail.
And I will defend my suppliant and bring him safely home. For the wrath of one who speaks purification is terrible among mortals and gods. If, of my own free will, I abandon him,
Queen Athena, at Apollo's command I have come. Receive me kindly, a man accursed, an outcast. I have stayed true to what Apollo told me at his oracle. Crossing land and sea alike, I have reached this statue by your shrine at last. Here I take up my position, goddess. I await the outcome of my trial.
Aha! Here we have that man's clear scent. A silent witness, but firm evidence. After him, like hounds chasing a wounded fawn, we track him by the drops of blood he sheds. Oh, the labor, the man-killing labor. My lungs are bursting. Over the wide, rolling earth we have roamed, crossing seas in wingless flight, always in pursuit. Now he's cornered here, cowering somewhere. I smell human blood. It brings laughter to my heart. Start looking for him. Seek him out again. Check everywhere. Don't let him escape. That man killed his mother. He must pay. There he is, claiming sanctuary at the statue of the eternal goddess, embracing it. He must want a trial, a judgment on his murderous actions.
Impossible! A mother's blood, once shed, soaks in the earth and cannot come back.
No! You must pay me back! Blood for blood! Out of your veins I will suck my food!
Though it wears me out, I'll drag you down, still living to the world below. And there, you will pay for murdering your mother!
You will see there other human criminals who have failed to honor the laws of the ancient gods and have abused the parents they should love. They all receive the justice they deserve.
My misery has been my teacher. I know that men are cleansed in many ways. Sometimes it is appropriate to speak, sometimes to stay silent. And in this ordeal, a wise master has ordered me to speak. Blood on my hands is dormant now, fading. The polluting stains of matricide have been washed away. When they were fresh, Apollo, in his temple, cleansed my guilt, slaughtering swine to make me pure again. So now, with pure, reverent lips, I invoke Athena, queen of this land, and I beg her help. Come, Athena, you can hear me from afar. You are an Olympian. Set me free from this torment.
But Apollo's power will not save you, nor will Athena's. You are slated to die, abandoned and alone, without a sense of heartfelt joy. A bloodless criminal sucked dry by demons. Just a shadow, no more. What? No reply? You spit my challenge back? You, a victim fattened up for me. My consecrated gift? You will not perish on any altar. No, I shall eat you alive. Now, victim, hear our song, a spell to chain you. Come, Furies, dance. Furies determined to display the powers we possess. Chant, Furies, chant, a horrible frenzied song, driving our victim into madness, anguish and pain we prolong, hounding the culprit o'er land and sea, heedless of his woeful plea, pursuing with vengeance, ever unspent, the bloodstained murderer we torment.
We maintain that we are fair when a man can show pure hands. But if someone offends us, like this man, and tries to hide his murderous hands, then we appear. We harass him as testament to those he has murdered. Blood avengers, always in pursuit. Even in the end, he finds no freedom.
Chant, Furies, chant, a horrible frenzied song, driving our victim into madness, anguish and pain we prolong, hounding the culprit o'er land and sea, heedless of his woeful plea, pursuing with vengeance, ever unspent, the bloodstained murderer we torment.
These ancient rites are ours from birth. Younger gods may not lay hands on us. No god may share our cups and our solemn feasts. The fates who gave us power made us free.
Is there anyone who does not respect or fear what we do when he has heard the final rites that destiny decreed? We still retain our ancient privileges, although we live beneath the earth in darkness where sunlight never falls.
Chant, Furies, chant, a horrible frenzied song, driving our victim into madness, anguish and pain we prolong, hounding the culprit o'er land and sea, heedless of his woeful plea, pursuing with vengeance, ever unspent, the bloodstained murderer we torment.
From afar, I have heard a call for help. I have come thence, at my untiring pace, not flying on wings, but on this whirling cape, a chariot yoked to horses in their prime. Here, I see no familiar crowd, strangers to this place. Nothing I fear, but a wonder to see. Who are you? I address all those assembled here. The stranger, crouching there, and those of you like no race of creature ever born, in form a thing unknown to mortal men.
Daughter of Zeus, you will learn all, and briefly too. We are immortal children of the night. Below ground, where we have our homes, we are called the Furies.
Now, I know your race, and I know what people call you.
But not our powers. These you will quickly learn as well.
I shall understand if someone will tell the story clearly.
We hound out of their homes, all those who kill.
And the murderer's flight. Where does it all end?
Where joy is absent and unknown.
And would your screams drive this man to such a flight?
Yes, he murdered his mother and called that murder just.
Why? Was he forced to do so? Did he fear another's anger?
What spur could force a man to kill his mother?
There are two sides to this dispute. Yet, I have heard only one half of the argument.
Then examine him yourself. Judge him fairly.
You would turn over responsibility to me to reach the final verdict?
We respect your worth, as you do ours.
Stranger, it is your turn to respond. What do you say to this? Tell us your land, your birth, your fortunes, and then defend yourself against their accusations, if you truly trust the justice in your case. As you sit here, a sacred suppliant to my temple. Speak to me. Address all this directly.
My queen Athena, as my birth, I am from Argos. My father, well you ask, was Agamemnon, commander of the naval forces. Together, you worked with him to ensure that Ilion, Troy city, ceased to be. When he returned home, he did not die nobly, but was butchered by my mother, whose black heart snagged him in devious hunting nets. These still exist, attesting to that slaughter in his back. I was in exile at the time, but I returned. I killed my mother. That I don't deny. To avenge the murder of my father, whom I fiercely loved. For this murder, Apollo bears responsibility, along with me. He urged me to do it, pointing out the cruel reprisals I would face if I failed to act against the murderers. Was what I did a righteous act or not? That you must decide. Stand or fall. I shall accept your verdict.
This is a serious matter, too complex for a man to think of judging. It is not right, even for me, to adjudicate such cases. Murder, done in passion, merits the Fury's swift punishments. But you come here a suppliant who has gone through all cleansing rituals, purified, and hence no danger to my shrine. You thus have my respect. Yet, these Furies also have an office that does not permit them to be dismissed lightly. So, if they fail to triumph in this case, they will spread their poisonous resentment. It will seep underground, infecting us, bringing perpetual disease upon our land, something we cannot bear. So stands the case. Two options, each of them disastrous. Allow one to remain, expel the other? No, I see no way of resolving this. But since the judgment now falls on me, I will appoint human judges of this murder, a tribunal, bound by oath, set up for all time to come. So you two parties, summon your witnesses, set out your proofs, with sworn evidence to support your case. Once I have picked the finest men in Athens, I will return. They will rule fairly in this case, bound by a sworn oath to act with justice.
If this legal action triumphs, if now this matricide prevails, then newly set divine decrees will overthrow all order.
Mortals will at once believe that everything is permitted. Parents can expect repeated blows of suffering inflicted by their children, now and in time yet to come.
Sometimes what is terrible can work to bring about what is good. Such terror needs to sit on guard to check the passionate heart.
There is a benefit for men to learn control through suffering. What man alive respects justice without a heart attuned to fear?
Remember, punishment will come. That outcome is fixed and permanent.
Herald, blow the call for order in this court. Raise that Etruscan trumpet. Fill your lungs. Let these people hear an ear-piercing blast. Which are eternal, as can these litigants. Then all will see the justice in our verdict for themselves. Lord Apollo, you have your own domain. What role have you here? Announce that to us.
I have come here as a witness. This man, the accused, according to our customs, came a suppliant to my shrine. I purified him of the blood he spilled. As his advocate, I share the blame arising from his mother's murder. Bring on the trial. You know the rules. Now turn them into justice.
The trial begins. You Furies, speak up first. The prosecution opens our proceedings. Start to finish, set the facts before us. Make them clear.
Numerous as we are, we will be brief. Answer our questions as we put them one by one. First, tell us, Orestes, did you kill your mother?
Yes, I killed her. I don't deny the fact.
We take first fall. 3 falls wins the match.
You gloat before your opponent is on his back.
But how did you kill her? You must tell us that.
I will tell you. I drew my sword and slit her throat.
Who persuaded you to do this? On whose advice?
The orders of this god. He is my witness.
This prophet ordered you to kill your mother?
He did. I obeyed his orders. And to this moment, I have no regrets.
But if the verdict lays its hands on you, you will change your story soon enough.
I have confidence. My father, from his grave, shall send the help I need.
So you trust the dead, and yet you killed your mother?
I do, for she was guilty of 2 crimes.
How so? Inform the judges on this point.
She killed her husband and my father.
But her death evens out the score for her. You are still living.
When she was still alive, you did not hound her into exile. Why?
The blood of the man she killed was not her own.
And I? Does my mother's blood run in my veins?
How else could she sustain you in her womb, you murderer? Do you now reject the closest bond there is? A mother's blood?
Bear me witness, Apollo. Take the lead from me. Did I kill her justly? For I don't deny I did the murder. But how does our bloody work impress you now? Just or not? Decide. I must make my case to them.
Just, say I, to you in your high court, Athena. Seer that I am, I never lie, never yet, when I've been seated in my oracle, have I declared anything in prophecy concerning woman, man, or city's sake that Olympian Father Zeus did not command. Make sure you understand how powerful his justice is. That is why I urge you now, obey the will of Zeus, our Father. No oath has greater strength than Zeus.
Then Zeus, according to your reasoning, told your oracle to give the order. He charged Orestes to avenge his father's death, ignoring any rights his mother had.
It is not the same for a nobleman to die by murder, and at a woman's hand, not in a fight where arrows fly in from a distance, as with the Amazons, but in a way which we will describe for you, Athena, and those chosen to decide this case, when you cast your votes. Agamemnon had just returned home from a long and harsh campaign where, in the eyes of loyal citizens, he had won success beyond all expectations. She welcomed him. Then he took his bow. As he stepped out, still on the outer rim, she threw the cloak, his shroud, around him, just like a tent. She caught him in those robes whose endless folds enclosed him like a net. Then she hacked him down. I tell you, that is how Agamemnon, splendid leader of the ships, went to his death. As for that vile woman, I speak of her to rouse a sense of shame in those men gathered here to judge this case.
So your claim is Zeus gives greater honor to a father's death, yet he himself chained up his own father Kronos. Does that not contradict what you have just said? I ask you judges to take note of this.
You monsters! Utterly loathed and detested by the gods, Zeus has power to smash those chains apart if he so chooses. But once a mortal's blood has drained into the dust, the man is dead. There is no return to life. My father Zeus has made no charms for that, though he can change all other things without pause for breath.
You plead to set Orestes free. But think of this. Will this man, who shed his mother's blood, who spilled it on the ground, return back home to live in Argos in his father's house? Where are the public altars he can use? The family cleansing rites he can attend?
I will speak to that as well. Make sure you note how right my answer is. That word mother, we give to the one who bears the child. However, she is no parent, just a nurse to that new life embedded in her. The parent is the one who plants the seed. The father, and I can offer proof for what I say. A man can have a child without a mother. Here is our witness here. Athena, child of Olympian Zeus. No dark womb nursed her. No goddess bears a child with ancestry like hers.
Order! Has each side said enough? Shall I now instruct the judges to cast their votes according to their honest judgments?
Though we have already shot our final arrow, we will stay to hear this contest to the end.
Of course. Now, as for you defendants, What can I do to avoid your censure?
You have heard what you have heard. My friends, as you cast your ballots, make sure your heart respects that oath you have made.
You citizens of Athens, you judges at the first trial ever held for murder, hear what I decree. Now and forever, this court of judges will be set up here to serve Aeschylus' people. From this hill, reverence and terror, two kindred rulers of my citizens, will guarantee they do not commit injustice by day or night. My people, avoid both anarchy and tyranny. I urge you to uphold this principle. Show it due reverence. As for terror, do not banish it completely from the city. What mortal man is truly righteous without being afraid? Those who sense fear revere what is right. With citizens like these, your country and your city will be safe, stronger than anything possessed by men in Pelops' country or in Scythia. So here, I now establish this tribunal, incorruptible, magnificent, swift in punishment. It stands above you, your country's guardian, as you lie asleep.
Beware! Do not dishonor us in any way! For our united power can crush your land!
And I, for my part, command you to stand in fear of the oracles, not just mine, but those of Zeus, the Father. Do not make them barren.
You interfere in blood work that is not your proper business. Your oracles remain no longer pure. If I do not prevail in this judgment, I shall be back again to bring this country to its knees.
Among all gods, old and new alike, you have no honor. I will triumph.
You are young, and you would ride over me because I am old. I will await the verdict. See where this trial ends. I have not decided about my anger at this city.
Enough. But now, citizens, you must get up, cast your ballots, decide this case while honoring your oath. Heralds, bring in the urns.
Guilty.
Innocent.
O God of the light, Apollo, how will the verdict go?
Innocent.
Oh, Black Mother Night, are you watching this?
Guilty.
Guilty.
Either I hang or live on to see the light of day.
Innocent.
Innocent. Either we are finished or our honor thrives.
Guilty.
The lots from the jury are equal. Therefore, it is now my task to decide this case. No mother gave me birth. That is why
in everything but marriage. I support the man with all my heart, a true child of my father Zeus. Thus, that woman's death I will not consider more significant. She killed her husband, guardian of their home. And so, I cast my lot for you, Orestes. This man goes free, cleared of the charge of blood.
O Pallas Athena, you have saved my house. My homeland was lost, but now you give it back. And anyone in Greece can say, this man is once again an Argive, occupying his father's property, thanks to Pallas Athena, thanks to Apollo, and thanks to Zeus. Faced with these pleaders for my mother's cause, Zeus chose to honor my father's death. Now I can return home. But first, I make this oath to you, revered Athena, and to your land and people for all time to come. Never will an Argive leader march in here with spears arrayed against you. If he does, in violation of this oath of mine, from the grave I shall see that his effort fails. I shall bring him ill luck, misfortunes on his march, send birds of evil omen over him. He will regret the pains his campaign brings him. But all those who keep this oath, who honor for all time Athena's city, such citizens we shall treat with great favor and goodwill. And so, farewell to you, Athena. Farewell to those who guard your city.
You younger gods have overridden the ancient law, snatched them from my hands. You heap on me dishonorable contempt.
Now my anger turns against this land and its people. I will release the venom in my heart to ease my grief.
I will saturate this ground with poison. From it disease will grow, infecting leaves and children. Sterility will spread across the land, contaminating the soil and destroying mankind.
We are the miserable, deeply suffering daughters of the night, shamed, dishonored, cast aside, respected by none, disgraced.
Let me persuade you not to spurn this trial. You have not been beaten. The votes were fair. The numbers equal. There is no disgrace to you. We received clear evidence from Zeus, and the one who spoke the oracle, famous Apollo, declared that Orestes should not suffer for his act. So do not be vengeful, breathing anger on this land, and drenching it with showers, whose drops, like spears, will kill the seeds and blast its fruitfulness. I promise you, in all righteousness, you will have your place, a seat beneath the earth, yours by right. Beside the hearth you will sit on glittering thrones, worshipped with reverence by my citizens.
We are the miserable, deeply suffering daughters of the night, shamed, dishonored, cast aside, respected by none, disgraced.
You have not lost honor. You are goddesses. Do not let your anger lead you to excess, to blast this land of men past remedy. Accept my arguments. Ease your anger. Let your furies, black and bitter waves recede. You can live with me and receive full honors. The first fruits of this fertile land are yours. From now on, all those offerings for childbirth, for marriages, they are yours. With all this, you should praise when I'm advising.
We are the miserable, deeply suffering daughters of the night, shamed, dishonored, cast aside, respected by none, disgraced. older, and thus your wisdom far exceeds my own. But Zeus gave me a fine intelligence as well. So let me tell you this. As time goes on, my citizens will win increasing honor, and you, on your new thrones, seated in a place of honor, will win more respect for men and women than you could find in all the world beyond. That is what I offer you. It is yours to take. Do good things. Receive good things in honor. Take your place in a land the gods all love. Queen Athena, where is this home you say is mine to hold, where all pain and anguish end? Accept it.
And if I do, what honor waits for me?
No house can thrive without you.
You would do this. You would grant me that much power?
Indeed. Together, we shall enrich the lives of all who revere us.
This promise you make, you will hold to it forever?
Yes. I must never make promises I cannot keep.
Your magic is working, it seems. I can feel the hate, the fury slip away.
Then stay. Take root in this land and win more friends.
Let me pour out a blessing on the land. Tell me what I might say.
Speak nothing of brutal conquest. Only peace. Blessings stemming from the earth. Let gusting winds caress the land in glorious sunlight. Our herds and harvests overflow with plenty, so they never fail. Let the prosperity of our citizens match how well they worship you. These things are yours to give. For my part, I will see this city wins triumphal fame and deadly wars where men seek glory, so that all will celebrate victorious Athens.
Then we will accept this home and live here with Athena. We will never harm a place which she and Ares and all-powerful Zeus hold as a fortress of the gods. Rejoice, you citizens, rejoice! Amidst riches you deserve, underneath Athena's wing, while Zeus looks on in awe.
My citizens, do you hear the blessings these goddesses will bestow on you and on your city? These furies I now name Eumenides, and as that name foretells, they always will be kindly to my people. In return, worship them forever. Then you will keep your land and city on the path of justice, in everything you do, attaining glory.
Lady Athena, we rejoice to hear these love-filled blessings conferred upon our land. Your persuasive powers have triumphed, and our struggle here for justice has left us victorious forever.
These furies, now kindly residents of Athens, seek their way with well-intentioned words. They will show the love they bear this city by blessing its citizens.
Behold what these furies bring to pass. Strength for our city and fortune for all time to come.
This peace offering between Athena's people and their guests must never end.
Come forward, O splendid troops. Dress our furies in crimson robes. Kindly goddesses, receive these crimson robes with which we invest you.
Now, kindly ones, glorious Athena will escort you down by blazing torchlight in triumphant procession to your homes beneath the earth.
From there, with sacred sacrificial blood, we ask you to hold down what would destroy our land and send above what brings prosperity, so that our city may prove victorious.
Praise them. Let the torches move on, so the love that these Eumenides bear toward our land will bloom in human strength from age to age.
Come forward, sacred goddesses, benevolent and gracious to our land. Come forward with flaming torches, you mighty daughters of the night.
Deep,
Deep in the vaults of the earth, sped by the offerings we will bring, reverence will attend you, nothing but blessings in your songs.
You great Furies with kindly hearts, bless now this city, rain fortune on our land, keep destruction from our borders, bring prosperity home to Athens.
Peace now reigns forevermore, for Athena's people and their guests. All seeing Zeus and fate herself have worked together for this ending. Now raise triumphal cry!